Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 22 on Somerset Farms. As you can see, we are in the harvester and we are ready to crack on with the next harvest. We have to get all this harvesting done. We have got so much work to do, prepping the fields again, ready for the next year. But yeah, this is taking its time. We're still in August, like I say, we're still on 3 times. Because, like I said, we're always just going to play on 3 times. We get what we can done on the 3 times time scale. People, if you're like, yeah, but you're doing a bit too much for one day, guys. If I keep changing the time up and down, I'll always forget. You know what I mean? And I've just crashed my harvester into a barn, into a shed or a barn or cover. Excuse me, I put this trailer in a really bad spot, didn't I? There we go. Like I say, we have to get field 24 done as well, but I think 24 will be the next episode, and then we can start on the straw. Now the straw will probably be into a bit of a time lapse. Just because, they're saying that though, because we've got the new straw building, maybe, just maybe, we can actually put bales in there. But I know you can put bales in. I put a bale in to test it to make sure it was all working. But one of our straw bales is already in there, so if we get a bale trailer, we should be able to bale it rather than use the forage wagon, which means we can move more at once. That's the idea anyway. Obviously we're going to need some money in order to buy the bale trailer, so we might have to rent it, but to be fair, we're not going to be able to afford to rent it this time either at the moment. Yeah, off camera yesterday I did just go and put one of our straw bales into the straw production. It was basically just to make sure everything was working, filled it up with water, and yeah, basically turned it on. So hopefully in this episode we should be able to go up and see a little bit that it's produced. I don't know how quick it is. I have never ever used it in my life. I just think it's a really nice production. It just gives us something else to do with the straw. And like I say, now we're harvesting our own fields, we do have a lot of straw coming in. Canola and sorghum are the only things, and obviously soybeans that we're not that don't produce a straw. But still, we're still going to have a lot of straw. Like, this field had sorghum in it right now. We won't have sorghum in it next time. Just having a look over there at field 13. Yeah, then basically the plan is to get this harvesting done and all the way, because it's going to take quite a long time to prepare the fields. We're going to have to go in, we're going to have to mulch them all. We're going to have to then go in and try and get some fertilizer down. We need to possibly plough any of them. So, you know, we've got a lot of prep work coming up in the next few episodes. It is so nice to be in a position where we are now, we have enough money every year to expand the farm. Yes, we don't have much money at the moment, but you know, we did just build a massive extension to the farm, you know, bringing the straw building in. That's going to earn us some massive money. I know that. It was definitely worth bringing that in. But we've got a load of silage ready. We need to get, I'm thinking genuinely of buying another one of them little orange mowers, you know, that we got up by the sheep. And the reason why I'm thinking about buying a second one is because it's not the quickest thing to drive around the map. But I want one for the cow farm as well. So I can cut the cow farm and put that into, well, so I can put it anywhere basically. I can put it into either the cows, the sheep, or whatnot. Well, this headlands are taking their time. Yeah, this could be a longer episode than normal. I just don't want to time lapse, guys. We're going to time lapse so much over the next pairing, like the mulching. You know what I mean? I can time lapse the mulching. I can time lapse the fertilising. I can time lapse the sowing. You know what I mean? I don't want to then like time lapse the harvest as well. But after we've done this, we need to get our equipment clean. Like I say, we've got this in field 24. We can do 24 in the next episode because it's not a very big field, and then we can start on some mulching. We've got a lot to mulch. So yeah, it's going to be an extra few and busy days. As you can see, we get through it really quickly. It's just, yeah, I just can't get over how big this field is. It does take forever, but when you know, you think about it, oh, I'm on my second headland, but I've done 2 headlands now all the way around. You know what I mean? Another couple more and you're like halfway done. It doesn't look like it when you do it, the harvesting my way, do you know what I mean? But I like to harvest this way. It keeps us moving. I don't have to keep stopping and doing 3-point turns. It's just personally, just, you know, I know technically you should go up and down or across the field, you know, get to the end, do a U-turn, blah 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 blah. I just really like to harvest doing it this way. Every time you have to reverse and do 3-point turns, you're just wasting a lot of time. I'm still pretty much harvesting a whole tanker load. I'm just doing it in a slightly different shape. You know, I'm still so enjoying playing on this map. Absolutely love playing on this map. I might have just taken that too narrow. Oh, I did just manage to squeeze in. Lovely. Can we please stop crashing? That's why I like that, the older, you know, that red one we had, the harvester. It was just so much higher. But to be fair, like I said before, it's not the trailer's fault. We got a small harvester. And it's not the harvester's fault we got such a big trailer. That's where this comes in. But I just don't want to be 12.9. Just don't want to be running around after every single trailer, do you know what I mean? Hence why this trailer's a good one. Oh, our sheep now, guys. 10, 20, 30. So we've got 30 blacks. 1, 20, 10, 20. Yeah, so we've got 30 of each sheep now. Granted, we still don't have many cows. That's my biggest thing. I kind of really messed up in this series by only bringing in a couple of cows. For some reason, the cows just do not want to breed very quickly. And when I'm trying to use the slurry and the manure for, well, everything, yeah, it ends up being quite slow. Well, that's maybe what we do with the next one. Maybe the next part of our farm is to expand the amount of cows we have. Like I say, we cannot use the slurry on the fields because we don't have enough. We've got maybe enough to do one field. That's not enough. And we can put the manure over in the greenhouses, which basically means, you know, we can't really use it on the fields. Which again is a shame because we are starting to slowly build up a small amount of that. I think we've got like 20,000 litres of manure now. But as you can see, we are absolutely smashing this harvest out of the way. The fact that we've only got one more to do after this is basically, it's just golden. It's just, yes. It's been quite a long harvest season. I know harvesting is not the quickest thing in the world anyway. But yeah, it is nice to see. All the fields harvested. We've just got a soybean to do in the next month. So once that all this is done and out of the way, we can we'll get into September. Probably get the soybean done in September. But we also need to be in a position where we can get crop in the ground, because I'm sure from September we need to have wheat, barley, sorghum. I think that all needs to be back in the ground. Now we can plant spring barley again, so we don't have to do some of them straight away, but I would like to get some winter barley in. I don't just want to leave everything till spring. We'll see. If we run out of time, then we'll plant spring barley. That's why we did the canola a couple of episodes ago, because it had to be done that month. It was the only month we could plant it in. Looking lovely. I just love to see the difference in the field. You know, like the colour changes as you go around the map. Absolutely love to see that. Right. I think we've done enough headlands to just do the rows now. %, full on grain number 2, grain tank number 2. This has yielded really, really well. Let's just hope none of the fields need liming. Always nice to get a screenshot. No, come on. Come on, Reaper. Don't be missing little bits. Look at that. That's where it takes wasting a lot of time. Right, 81% full on that. Yeah, we should met the other end and come back. There we go. Oh, there's one thing. 2 full tanks. 15,000 litres. Now the sorghum we're selling. The sorghum is worth a lot more than the barley and the wheat and stuff. We've got to keep one of them for chicken feed, because we do keep running out of chicken feed. I might need to double check that actually. We might have an empty chicken pen. We might need to top that up with food. Yeah, we are not going to be feeding them sorghum. Sorghum sells too well. Yeah, I'm just loving playing this series. You know, I know we're like 91 episodes in, and if we'd have done productions from the start, you know, yeah, we could be a lot further along. But it's nice to not do a production series. Like I say, I'm only doing the straw because we've got so much straw, and I didn't realise that was almost full. I just wasted a bit. Yeah, that's the only reason we're doing the straw. The straw business, because it just gives us something else to do with straw. Otherwise, straw's kind of worthless. Maybe we could have bring the mod in where the straw acts as a fertilizer, maybe. We don't have a lot of money, and I know everyone's like, yeah, you know, and they were like, you know, earlier on in the series, everyone was like, you know, get the straw, sell it, do something with it, you know. It's fine, but straw was worth like £100 per 1,000 litres. It was kind of worthless. But now we bring this business in, it kind of just. All right, that's a little. Okay, that's a bit weird. That's gone through a whole bale already. That's weird. It's gone through a whole bale already. I haven't even been recording long. Okay, so that business is going to earn some massive money quickly. That's fine. Yeah. Well, I've been recording now, what, 20 minutes-ish? And that has gone through 7,000 litres of straw. A little bit of a weird. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Right, I know I was going up and I was going across, guys. I just want to go around again. Yeah, so we need a bale trailer. Might go for an auto load trailer, to be honest. I don't fancy stacking bales on each field because our telehandler's not very quick, do you know what I mean? It's like 15 mile an hour. If you've got to run it around all the fields, that's going to take forever. If I just bale it up and then use an auto load trailer, I could buy the in-game like auto load trailers. They're quite expensive though. That's the thing. What I need to buy. I need to get a mod for a grass dryer. you know, so to make it into hay. I got no issues doing it with a tedder and stuff. It's just our field's not big enough to really warrant buying the equipment. So imagine if I could just go in, cut the grass and put it in a dryer. That might be better. I wouldn't class that as a production either. You know, it's just a dryer basically. Yeah, we've got 15,000 litres, 17,000 litres of sorghum. Even if this sells at 2,000 per... You got to remember as well that, you know, financially we have kind of struggled on this series because we're playing on a harder economy as well. And I still don't think after a couple of years of actually farming, I still don't think we've done bad to own what we have. We just kind of messed up by playing on 1x at the time, which we've learned from that mistake now. We're not playing on 1x. We've learned from that mistake. Can't get over how much we're getting off this field. What's that, 18,000 litres at the moment? 18,000 litres, about to be hitting 90. We should get like 20,000 off this field. That's a good 20, I think. Even if you sell it at £1,000, it's still a good 20k. And I'm sure it's it can go to like 15, 18. You got to remember that when I talk about prices, I'm thinking, you know, I could be talking about prices that could be the easier economy, without obviously double checking, which we'll check it at the end of this. We'll see how much we've got and roughly what it's worth in January. Everything's got to be kept till January. If we do need to buy something, then we might have to sell something, but don't think it'll be the grain. The grain isn't the best price to begin with. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we have got lots of potatoes. We can get the straw business up and running. The straw business is quite good actually, because one of the things you can make with the straw seems to average it's either 2,000 or like 2,200, so it doesn't matter what it is, when it is, we'll just sell that when it's ready. But we'll, again, what I'm thinking is we'll use the straw business to maybe, if we're desperate for some money, we'll sell some. If not, what we might do is we might just keep hold of it or pay it straight off the loan basically. You know, you've got to remember we've got like another £100,000 in loan at the moment due to this business. So we do need to get that paid off, well, to be honest, as soon as possible. The bank loan is going to absolutely cripple us every night again. It's going to be worse than it was before, and it was killing us before. I just realised I still haven't brought the bees in. I still haven't brought bees in. There we go. So apart from from that little bit, we are done. We have hit 20,000 litres of sorghum. That is, yeah, that is huge. 20,000 litres. That is huge. Yeah, 20,000 litres. Let's have a look at the price of sorghum while it's emptying. Gives us something to do. Where are we? So, oh, sorghum doesn't it? Sorghum sells for about £1,000. All right. What was I thinking of then for 2,000? Soybean. So sorghum is going to be like 20 grand. Wow, oat's worth more than sorghum. Okay, that's I didn't realise that sorghum was so little. Come on, tractor. You have got the power. I know you've got the power. 20,425 litres. This trailer is 54% full. Yeah, this tractor's just struggling ever so slightly to make these corners. I think it's the tyres actually, guys. I think the tyres are a little bit too wide on this tractor. There we go. Get that put into storage. So yeah, we've got, if you just do some quick math, and I'm talking quick math, you got what? Just call it like 1,000. I know it's not 1,000, but just like I said, it's quick math. So you got 10,000, 37,000, 51,000, 71,000. So we're gonna make 71,000 in grain. Yeah, it's not the best. 1364. Let's get in there. It's going up slowly. Next month. We've got 20,000 litres of slurry, 20,000 litres of manure. Right, where is my harvester? Let's get this off the field. I think actually we can leave the header on and we can just run it to field 24, ready for the next episode. So yeah, it's not been... I'm trying to decide if 3 times is still a little bit too much, you know, a little bit too slow. We seem to have harvested a lot in August, and I don't think that you would have harvested this much in this amount of time. We might look at putting out to 5 times actually. We'll get this harvest out of the way and then we'll go from there, I think. That round there, like that, just kind of out of the way. Now we're looking over here. That's fine, that's fine. Could do with a bit of water in there. That's all fine. That's fine. This one's probably going to be the exact same. I don't know why I did that when I just go like that. I'll cut up. Yep, that's fine. We know that one's fine. Yeah, how are we doing cow-wise? Like I say, just... Yeah, we need to bring in more cows. I think maybe, instead of buying a new field, I think maybe the next thing we need to do is bring in some more cows. They're just not breeding very well. Reproduction 70%. Well, 18 months, your reproduction's back down to 10%. Do you know what I mean? It shouldn't be that. Although saying that, the grass is gone. Yeah, I just feel like they're not breeding very well. So I think maybe instead of buying, like, putting 60-70 grand into a field, maybe we need to put 60-70 grand into some cows. Let's just have a look over at the sheep. Can you see what my problem is with the sheep? I need to... Yes, I had that problem, didn't I? I had to reset the fire. I need to turn that round 180 degrees. As you can see, they're eating the wrong way. That's fine. To be fair, I didn't do it wrong. The person who made the map did. Yeah, so there's nothing here. So I can't do anything like this. Okay, that's quite cool. But I can pick them up. Yeah, other than that, yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, I filled it up with water yesterday. I drove around it. It's fine. I'm thinking maybe bringing in my farmer's market mod when it's released. Can always bring that up here as well. They're just little bits here and there, guys, that I just think are really a really good place to, you know, to do things. Kind of want to buy that. I say, look at all these toys up here. We buy this bit of land and we're making 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not that I can't count past 4, guys. I'm just double checking that it's all in here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We basically get £10,000 back the minute we buy this bit of land. So we'd make nearly 10% of the money back. Yeah. Doesn't include a field though, does it? No, it's just the pigsty. £113,000, it just includes the pigs. Obviously there's a few trees here we could maybe take out. I'm just thinking about the next expansion. I always have a little think about what we're going to do at the end of each episode. I do know for a fact we have a contract to do, but I'm actually thinking of cancelling that, to be honest. No, I must have already cancelled it. I remember taking the contract to harvest that field. No, we've got way too much work to be doing on our own. But no, guys, as I say, I've got loads more left to do. We've got one more field to harvest, which is this one. Then we can start looking at getting crops in the ground. We've already done canola. So from next month, we've got 3 months to plant wheat, barley. So yeah, we've got plenty of time. We're not doing corn and sunflowers. We could do, but we'd have to buy a header. We don't know if we're going to be in a position to do that. Yeah, there is some cotton fields. Yeah. I'm just looking really just to see. Sorghum can't be planted till April. But right, so we may not do sorghum this year. We might double up on the oat field actually. Like I say, we've got a lot to do in the next few months. We've got to get all the straw off the ground as well. I don't know what to do with the straw anymore. I don't know if to... We used to use this, but now I can sell the straw and bale it. I don't know. I kind of don't know if this is worth keeping anymore. We never had a lot of straw, so we didn't really need to do loads with it, but I suppose we do need loose straw for the cows. Ooh, they've got 50,000 litres though, so I don't think we're going to need this for a long time. I think we maybe sell that. I'll tell you what, I think that's what we do. Wrong button. I think we sell it. I would rather put that money towards a bale trailer. 21,000. Right, I wonder if we can reset it back to the shop. I think that's the easiest thing. Nope, wrong button. Wasn't. There we go. Reset that back to the shop. Let's just see what it does. Right, you're going to see a little bit of magic here, guys, because I'm not going to bring a tractor here. It was 21,000. I just want to see what the difference is. 21. It was like 21,500-ish. Actually, we can double check it again to be precise. 21,500. It's an extra 2,200 nearly. Yeah, it's pretty much 10%. Pretty much 10%. So when I added this into the map, I'm so glad I did add that to the map because it is so much better. Right, yeah, I'm all done then, guys, for the day. I don't want to do too much in this episode. Like I say, we've got to harvest again tomorrow. Then we'll start looking at getting the trailer, the bales done, and we need to look at buying a trailer. I think we just buy that, to be honest. 16,000 with auto load. What's the design? Curve straight. Standard tyres would do, I think. Right, they're the only tyres we can have. What other options do we have? Again, auto load, but that's with a dolly. I don't like dolly ones. Yeah, the only other option is this one, 90,000. It's a lovely trailer. Absolutely do love using it. But it's £90,000. Do you know what I mean? That's... I know this is auto load. People are not the biggest fan of auto load, but... honestly, it's £16,650. I think that's what we go for. We've currently got the money to buy it. And we can also use it as a flatbed trailer. So maybe we could... Maybe we could also look at shifting this trailer. 6 grand. I know we haven't had it long and we've sold a couple of them, but maybe we can look at selling that. We're not going to need it if we buy that big trailer. If we need seed, we can take that with that big trailer with us. Oh, so many ideas, guys. So many ideas. I just don't know what to do. Let's just get that a little bit cleaned up there. Where's the road? I don't know if that's going to work over here. Oh, it does work. Just give that a quick clean. I'm just procrastinating for a couple of minutes, guys. Looking clean is that? There we go. What can I say? Harvest season is nearly done. And this does clean from there. So that jet wash is in an absolutely awesome place. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching the episode. If you've enjoyed the episode, please give it a thumbs up. If you've enjoyed the series overall, you know, possibly think about subscribing. It does mean a lot to a very small YouTube channel. And me personally, it does mean the world. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this, maybe think of checking Attingham Park out. It's a co-op gameplay we do. It is played on PC, but if anybody does play on PC, by all means, you know, join the Discord and we can look at getting you in on the days that we record. But yeah, as I say, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you all later on.